Today I'm going to share our lounge. It is fairly small and I do apologise about the lighting. It has been raining. Maybe I should have waited and done this on one of the nicer days, but I wanted to get this uploaded. Behind me is actually our front door. It is quite, as I say, a small lounge, but I believe we've used the space as best as we can. And of course, with it being a small room as well, the black furniture probably doesn't help, but it's something we've always had. So I'll just give you a quick little tour around our lounge. There we are. I will do my best to explain where things come from, but as I keep mentioning, probably around our home, a lot of our pieces we've had quite for some time, and we're just actually getting round to, getting round to our projects. Our house was built in 1975. We've had our home now just over 30 years. So that just shows you how long we've been in here. I mean, this has actually changed quite a few times, obviously, over the years. Some things I just love and tend to keep. We did decorate it a few years ago now, and we have gone full circle. We did start off with neutral colours like the cream. Then we went through a pastel stage, then the darker shades, and 30 years on now, we've gone full circle back to cream, most walls, and then white ceilings and white paintwork. I may have mentioned this before, but I try and keep it neutral because I like to change my decor out from season to season, and also I like to change from room to room. Right. Our sofas are leather, although they are actually covered at the moment, and this is because of the hot, sticky weather. I don't know if everybody has the problem, it sticks to leather. We are thinking about changing our sofas back to material. This is the first time we've actually had leather sofas, I must admit. So this has got a cover on. We do have the a lot of cushions. My phone does moan. I'm very sorry, it's quite dark. Let me move over and I'll just lift one of the cushions up. These are the like rectangle shaped teddy bear cushions in brown. During the lighter sort of months, I do tend to have it on the more velvet side, and then the more fleecy side during the winter. I tend to change my cushions out frequently. I've got my owl one. This one was from Amazon, has a lot of my other cushion covers. What I tend to do is I do tend to change out my cushion covers quite a lot, just using the same cushion pads. It does actually save on storage. Sorry, I came round. I hope I didn't make you dizzy because, as I said, it is quite dark. Maybe I should have put the lights on. Right, over in this corner, we have sort of got his and hers corners, if you could say that. Down there, I have hauled this, is my Harry Potter owl bag, my rucksack there. I do tend to keep it there. I know it's probably not the ideal place, but I know where it is. Under there, I've got a brown box, a very small one. I'll pull that out. Again, I'm sorry, it's a bit dark. If you can see that. Again, might be strange. It has my medication in, my insulin that's not stored in the fridge when I'm not using it. And that is because I do take more medication at night, and as I do sit there, I tend to sit here and have my medication. Phone, I believe, because we still have a landline, I'm not sure, I think a lot of people don't, but we do. That was originally from Tesco's. The big white lamp was from the range. I actually only paid £7. I got that, I believe it might have been last year, and a bargain at that price. And I haven't used this one. I'm supposed to use it or lose it. I've got this little tea light burner in black. I just like the white and the black together. That pretty much stays the same all year actually. And I just maybe put a little mat or change my coasters around depending on the season. You will find a lot of these ceramic moustache coasters around. I actually got those from B&M. I'm not 100% sure how much I paid for them. I do have another set of coasters down there on the fireplace. They were a Christmas present, and I've got photographs in each of the coasters. What I do, again, I'm going to keep saying use it or lose it. I haven't actually used those coasters, but I do change the pictures round, the coasters round, for a different picture. Also down the bottom there, the vase I got this year actually. I believe it was originally something like £6 or £7.99 down to £1 from Wilko's, and I paid £2 just for the single flower. The lights on my fireplace I've bought from Poundland, and this little artificial plant was from the TK Maxx. I paid £2 on clearance. You'll probably hear about that a lot and sell items because I do like changing my decor out. The two candlesticks in wood were in sale from NYX a couple of years ago. I know they were half price. I do use a lot of the battery operated candles, and they do run off a remote which is just behind those candles there. Now I do remember, and I know very occasionally they do go on sale. I'm not sure the price at the moment, but I paid £5.99 and it was a set of 3 different sizes. Also on top of my mantle, I haven't actually hung it up yet. I did actually show this in a previous video, is my little summer 30th wedding anniversary photo frame and collage. Over here, this little lantern was from Poundland. The little cactus inside were 50p each from Amazon, and the stones were from Poundland as well. I don't know where my clock, we've had it absolutely years, and I do sometimes get moaned at when I cover it with decor or something because it gives you the time, the date, it also gives you the temperature. Going up, this is near enough due to be changed. I've had this a fair few years. Home where you treat your friends like family and your family like friends. Now this might be the 3rd one I've had up on my wall, and this has been the longest. I just love the quote, and as anybody knows, it is an easy and reasonable way to put decor on your walls. Over on the other wall where we've got our 3-seater settee, I do have a variety of pictures of our granddaughter. Although it might be strange in this day, I did request black and white photographs which my husband printed off. It just looks nice, and it doesn't make it too cluttered, as I say. When Christmas comes round, I'm Christmas mad, and it does actually dwarf the room quite a bit with all the different colours. That is the woofer, as I call it, to the surround system. Now this owl, I've had a fair few years now, and I do remember the price. It was half price down to £5 from HomeSense. It was in the Christmas range, but I just leave it out from year to year. I think I would miss it if I put it away. Then we've got all the tech equipment. We have got the Virgin box there. We do have a Blu-ray player and sound bar, and obviously the TV. Sorry if I can come round, so try not to get too much glare from the window. And down here is a set of 3 owls. They were a gift from a family member. As I say, family and friends all know I love my owls. This lantern I got from Dunelm. It was half price at £10. Inside is another owl, which was actually a Christmas present a couple of years ago from family. And I've got it set up with Poundland lights, and there's like a metal leaf decor piece there. I'm sure I only paid 95p. I think it was from a closing down sale from another store. Again, that is probably more autumn, but that pretty much stays the same as well. Now, my curtains were only £20. They were from a closing down sale. And this is one of my little chores at the moment. We are going through a lot of our DVDs. I do like movies, and we do have movie nights. And so I've got the basket there, or should I say the canvas bin. I've turned it round. I did get that from Home Bargains, yeah. I think it was something like £3.99. And so I've got to sort the DVDs out and Blu-rays. We have been going through a lot of 80s movies. We've watched Big, and we've watched quite a few. Overboard, if anybody's seen that one. And we've watched Electric Dreams. And what did we watch the other day? Oh, Flight of the Navigator. Down here, yes, the doorstop is another owl. My father-in-law made that. And then up there, we do have a few of the lap trays, or for TV dinners. We don't always want to eat at the dining table, I must admit. Everybody's on shift works and all different shifts, so it just makes it convenient, and everybody likes just to chill out. That silver case is my husband's laptop case. And behind here, if I could just move the doorstop a bit, is my unit. Now, this has been moved a few times. It was for years in the dining room when I used to have all my black. I used to have a black table and chairs, a sideboard, and this unit. Now, it's got a lot of storage in, although a lot of the time, I must admit, the door is left closed. But I just love it. It has got my Beanie Bear collection in. My husband's Miss Magic. And I will go into this in more detail at a later date. These glasses, sorry from the glare from the glass, was a family's gift to us for our 25th wedding anniversary. On top, I have a fake plant and an owl that I had for Christmas. I've got a couple more Beanie Bears up there, and up there I have the cup and the flags for when we went to Florida a fair few years ago now, and we went to the Medieval Times show with, as I said, the knights and everything. That was really good. So, I'll just close that down. Down here, I am going to show you the good and bad points. Now, things work for us. Now, this is Spaghetti Junction down here. Even our family know, they come in and there's usually a charger for their phones that will fit. It just works. Normally, maybe I should have done, but I just wanted to show how we do set up even, you know, for every day. And when we got visitors or little kids, I do tend to put it just behind the sofa. Those battery packs are for my husband's electronic cigarette. This block here, I'm in charge. That was from Poundland quite some time ago. It holds the my Kindle, tablets to charge, and sometimes phones. And as I said, we do have a number of cables, which ideally is not pretty sight, but it works. Our two-seater settee here, and just another cushion cover from Amazon. This is hubby's side. So we do have a variety of remotes there, his Siggy stuff. Now this, I was going to put crystals in this, but I put a bigger candle in. This is what I got for £3 from Primark, which I did haul. I had this frame for Mothering Sunday and more coasters. Underneath there is a basket that hubby puts his tablet in, his notebook and his glasses, and under there is a bin. The lamp, I believe, came from B&Q. I'm sure it was B&Q rather than IKEA. We do have quite a few of them actually around our home. Round here, this is not very nice. This is another little chore on my list, which I'm hoping to do, is this little bookcase has been everywhere around the home. Not 100% sure where it actually came from. At the top I've got another owl. That little wooden dish is what my father-in-law made. I do have all these baskets. I must admit, as I said, unless we're out, I do leave the door covering it, and it has a variety of uses. It's just that, like at Christmas, I tend to sometimes put bows and everything in one of the baskets, so it's handy. Excuse the Christmas tissue box. All my owl ones that I got from Poundland I've used up, and so that one was already started, so I thought, well, we might as well finish that up. And one of those baskets has the cables for the tablets and my Kindle, and another owl that I got from a car boot when I think that was when we was on holiday. And as I said, what I tend to do is just keep the door covering it. The last item, I believe, to show you is this table. Has the one behind me that is for my hubby. These were £5 each from IKEA. They were a temporary measure, but we've had them quite a few years now, and they're very useful. Sometimes, as I say, when I've got company or we're doing crafting in here, I do move it over to under the window, so it just gives us more space. That is the leather cube. Because the settees do have their footrests and everything, but my side is actually blocked by the little table, so very often I will use this as to put my feet on. It's also handy for extra storage. Underneath the table I do have this black cube. In there I keep a sleeping bag and a fleece blanket. That might seem strange, but I did go through quite a few years ago a really bad chest infection, and rather than disturb everybody, I came down here and obviously propped myself up on one of the sofas to try and get some sleep so I didn't disturb anybody else. It's just handy if someone's feeling unwell, they haven't got a rummage for blankets or anything, it's handy, it's under the table. On top of my table, again, more coasters. Moustache thing is because hubby has got a moustache as well. My tea light burner there is Yankee Candle. That was a Christmas bargain actually from Tesco's. It was originally £12. Umped and half when it was half price, £6. Then it went down to £3, and that's when I bought it. And it actually came with the melts as well, which I thought was a real good bargain. Here, these little cactus, they were £1.35 from Home Bargains, and I do like my reed diffusers as well. And I do keep a lighter behind there to light my candles. So that is my lounge. I believe I've covered as much as I could and what I could remember, as I say. I do hope to, in the future, is change out the patterns. We're going a bit more plainer, maybe a plain carpet. And I'll just give you another look around our lounge. Oh, by the way, the fireplace was from B&Q. So that is my lounge tour. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you.